Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to the Mini Cooper. So we're so close now to just being at the cleaning and prepping and detailing stage. If you haven't caught up already, we've been sorted the floors, we've done the inner seals, we've done the outer seals. Everything's been cleaned and painted, everything's been rush treated. The only final thing to do regarding rush treatment is to wax the internals of it, so all the cavities. I will do that as sort of the last stage just before it goes back. But yeah, we are so close to finishing it. So you can see her behind me now. It's pretty dusty because unfortunately the budget clubman's still under prep stage, which you can just see in the background there. And yeah, I don't want to keep washing her and washing her. I want to do a really good thorough clean on her, so I want to get the last job done out of the way. And that last job is sorting an unplate lamp out. So we'll flip around now and have a quick look at it. Basically, like it's sort of sun damaged and a bit discoloured. It looks like it's had a few touch-up areas and stuff like that in the past, but I think we've got about half a tin of the paint from Paints For You left, and it's done such a nice job on the seals and stuff. We just want to see if we can sort that out while we're here. So I'm going to whip that off, strip it down, and it's just be easier to work with that way. I'm not going to get any overspray and anything, and I can just take it right into the workshop and we can get sorted on seeing what we've got to do. I'm going to try first of all just a light scuff of a sandpaper, see if I can get the worst of it off. Don't think it needs any filling or anything like that, but just try and clean it off as best we can, and then let's get some primer on it and see what we can do after some wet flatting. But let's have a quick look at it and you can sort of see the damage that we're working with. Right, so I think you can see quite a big difference in the comparison on the two colours there. So it is actually dark green this. You can't really sort of pick it up that well on this picture, but obviously we want it to look as close to the rest of the car as possible. The rest of the car is very dusty, but it does clean up really nice, this car. So we're going to whip this off and see where we can go. It looks like it just needs a good sand back. It looks like some paint reaction in places, but yeah, we can't have that. The rest of the car is all solid and looking good, and it's got to look its best. So what else have we done off camera? We fitted the chrome strips, so we've done the rear one, and again very dusty, but we've done the front one as well. James and Chris have the wipers, so we can't fit those. I believe Chris is going to take a few of the stickers and bits and pieces off, because I think he wants to sort of make it look a bit more sort of correct, if you know what I mean. But obviously we love it just how it looks, so either way it's going to look nice. But that is letting the side down, so we're going to get that off, clean it back, see what we can do with it. I'm going to prime it a few times. It wasn't looking nice. It's the thing that sticks out of the boot and the sort of the back of the car. It's the first thing you see, and it's got the nice private plate on it now. So yeah, let's try and get that badge to reflect off that and make it look really nice. So at the moment you can see Jerry is reflecting quite well off the rest of the car. So let's get on with it. Let's get stripped down. So to strip it down, on this car we've got one of these really nice boot liners, so I have to take all this off, and then there's 3 screws and then disconnect the wires. The wires run down there, so what I'm going to try and do is just pull that out all the way and disconnect it. And then you've got the rubber gasket, which we'll try and save, and then obviously you've got the lenses underneath. So let's get it off and have a proper look at it. Right, so we got it off in one piece. These are quite notorious for breaking, these lenses, so I'm going to try and get off best I can. There's a cracking one already. The original ones, nice Lucas ones, so it'd be worth saving them. All the terminals look really good inside, and inside it's got the England trademark, but you can't see that just there. So it's an original, it's not an aftermarket one, it's an original one. So probably original to the car, but you can kind of see the slight texture it's got all the way along, where it just looks like it's reacted. And then maybe, I don't know if it's been brush painted or something, but yeah, it might have been like that from day one when James and Chris got hold of it. So, but it's one of them things that sticks out like a sore thumb now. The car's going to get nicely detailed. So my best bet is I think someone's painted it and not prepped it, because it's cracked and reacted. So let's get the rest of it stripped down, get the sander on it, try and get the worst of it off, try and get it down past all the reactive paint, because that could cause an issue with top coat, and we are running that low on paint now. So we've got enough to do a good few coats on this, which is what I really want to do. So let's get these off and let's get prepping.
Right, so that's all sanded back. It's come back quite smooth, but you can probably see the very deep gouges in it all the way along. So my nice green hands as well, sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to have to put very, very light, unless I go right back with it, but I really don't want to go to right back to bare metal with it. But yeah, we just need to get these scratches out. They're the only bits I can't get out. Everywhere else is beautifully smooth. So yeah, so just going to finish the bottom part. It's nice flat, and you can see where the runs are where someone's painted it. So we'll get that done, and then we'll see where we're at. Right guys, so I bring you back in, and yeah, you can see I've sort of started the light filler work. Really doesn't need much, it's just to get rid of all those surface imperfections out. So still needs a bit more work. It's quite heavily scratched there, so I work around it. I'm using 180s on a block, obviously, to get that smooth. And then round here, I just have to work with my hands. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll filler prime it as well, and then I can wet flat it and really get it nice and smooth as best I can. So yeah, we'll continue and let's try and get it nice and smooth. He's going to go over it with some 600s just to get it a bit more smooth, get some sanding scratches out, and then I think we should be golden. So slightly run over it with some 600s. Instantly fill, then it gets a lot better. I mean, the filler primer will do its job. It should fill a lot of the scratches, but if we can help it along, then job's a good one, really. So, oh, it feels loads better. I mean, you guys obviously can't, you can see it, but you can't feel it. Yeah, there was loads of gouges and stuff in it before, so I'm gonna do a first coat of primer, see how it gets on. Not do any more filling and bit of stopper in any of the grooves, then we will, but I think we might be alright. It's very deeply scratched, so but I can't feel them now, which is a plus. So get some panel wipe on it, let's get some primer on it. Right, so I've got quite a few heavy coats of primer on it. However, I can already see a paint reaction. You guys can probably see that on camera actually appearing. So around here, all paint separating. Yeah, whatever it's been painted with, it's reacting with it quite badly. So I'm just gonna have to leave that before I waste any more paint. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to paint strip it. Start again. Bugger. These things happen, and like I always say, I film it when it goes wrong as well. So yeah, it's really badly reacting. Whatever it's painted with, it's shriveling up quite badly. So get you guys in closer. Look at that. So that's how the texture of it looked before I started. Yeah. Booger. Right, so back to the drawing board. I'll let that dry. Absolutely no point in messing with it now. And then we'll strip the paint off it. It's the only way we can go. Start again, start from bare bones, build it back up with some etch primer, and yeah. Oh dear. Well, that's a couple of hours, or an hour or so wasted, I guess. But I knew it was quite badly scratched, and I didn't know what it was painted with. Back to drawing board, so I'll leave this now overnight to cure and any solvents to come off it, and start again, I guess. Right, so it's been some days. I've sort of left it to do its thing, but I've just de-aged it off. We're back down to the original black now. Yeah, it is what it is. I imagine it's probably hammerite. But it's, yeah, hammerite's fine, but when you want to overpaint it, it's a pain in the arse. So I've obviously tried to scratch as much of it as I can off. But where there's little imperfections on it, some really deep scratches, I've just literally gone over this with 80s and then 180s. And it's baby smooth now, it's lovely. So yeah, I'm going to try and get some etch on it now. See what it takes, sit it in the sun, keep building it, and then we'll get some colour on it. It's the last thing to paint on the car then, so yeah. Looks so much better. Right, so stripped it all to bare metal like you saw. I've now primed it, probably about 5 coats of primer, and then flatted it back. It's not perfect, it's quite heavily pitted this light, but I think it'll take the paint quite well. So we're now back on with the Paints for You Racing Green, and we'll get cracking with it. First of all, we're sort of cheaping out. Right, so there we have it. Absolute perfect, apart from a tiny bit of dust that's there, just hit it. But other than that, the camera's really not picking up on the metallic. So that, I'm happy at that. You saw what we started with. Bit orange peel effect, but once it's on the car I can polish it and get that little bit of dust out. Happy at that. No reactions. So going back to bare metal works. Right, so there we have it. Fitted to the car. Colour match is really good considering I know the rear of this car has been resprayed at some point in its life. But yeah, it's on. Both lamps are working, it's all wired back up again. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's nice to see the Cooper badge reflecting off it as well, which it definitely didn't do before. Next job in this car is a full detail and a wash. So unfortunately the Cooper's coming to an end. I'm pretty sure Chris and James are quite excited to have her back. They've got a lot of parts ready for her, new front tyres, a few rubbers and bits and pieces, centre console, loads of stuff which I'm sure James will bring to the channel and give MJ a bit of a spruce up and a bit of a uplift. So yeah, we've got a few other jobs. I have actually started removing some of the stickers off the car, to Chris's request really. This one's going. These are staying for now. He's going to have a look at them properly when he gets back. And the 2 decals on the side, people that really know the John Cooper Minis will know that they're incorrect. We knew all about them being incorrect, but at the time we couldn't get hold of them, or I don't know, maybe it's just a bit muddled up. I'm not sure what happened, but they look really good on the car, the ones on there now, but they have actually sourced the correct ones for it. They're correct like Laurel decals to the side, so they're going to be going on. Future plans for it. In the winter I think we're going to do door skins, because a lot of people commented on the doors saying they're bad, but yes, you can't do everything in one go. You've got to be financially, stable and at the right time really, and lockdown's hopefully going to be lifting soon, and this car can be out on the road. There's no point taking up the road again, so she can be used and really enjoyed. So yeah, catch you in the next one, guys. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Go back and check the rest of the series out. There's loads on this car, but that's all from me. That's another job done. All the paintwork's done, just a wash now. So catch you next one, guys. Stay safe.